So today we will see one another feature of this sheet metal that is called Mitre Flange. If you remember, we have covered in the last edge flange. So what is in edge flange? In edge flange, we can create a single flange in a one time. So what we did actually, we create just this edge flange at once, then again this edge flange at once. So there is some you can say good thing for the meter plane that you can create a multiple sketch at a single time. You can create a uh, create multiple edge flange in a single go. So better we can see here. So I'm just going to delete a few. We can create a new part as well. So just going to new part. What do we see? We will first make take any front take front plane and just make one sheet here 300 and 250 you can take. So so I'm going to sheet metal and creating a this time I'm creating 2 mm of, you can take any value. So this is our base metal plate. So for meter flange, what we have to do actually, if you go on meter flange, it will ask you about select a plane or select a plane or planar face on a edge to which a sketch to be featured. So we have to select an edge actually, basically face. So I'm selecting this face actually, this face. So I'm going to normal and I'm creating a profile, whatever the kind of edge flange you require. So this time I want to make a edge flange like first going upward and then uh, just select line and going outside and then going again upward side and then kind of a quarter circle. Okay, so I'm just trying to just want to this kind of edge line. If you individually use by the this edge line, what we have to do actually, you have to first perform this one, then this one, then this one, then this. So this is the good thing for the meter flange. You can directly sketch the multiple edge flanges in a single time. So just give the dimension 10 mm, okay 15 mm, and this time I'm taking this 20 and take the radius of around 15. So I've just given the dimension randomly. So this is our sketch. So then go to our sheet metal and click on MitreFlenge. So by default it is creating. So let's clear this thing. So the first thing that is it is asking about which axis you are going to perform this. So by default you have to select the axis which is perpendicular to this cross you can say sketch. So like we have to select this axis first. So this is creating our meter flange. So you can see here there is some radius. So you can control that radius from here. By default it is taking 3 mm. You can uncheck this, check this and give some radius here. So I'm giving 1 mm. And as we have seen that in the edge flange, there are multiple options available for the weld, you can say flange position. So it is like from the outer face, it is starting from the outer face. If you see here, it is starting from the inner face, and if you see here, it is completely started from this outer face. So you can control accordingly. So what is the gap distance you can hear? Gap distance we will see based on if you apply, suppose this is one side, so you can select multiple edges here also. I'm just going to select all the 4 edges. Okay, so you can see here there is whenever first we have to click OK, then I can show you. So okay, if you see here at the junctions, you can say at the corner, there is some kind of a gap is available. So that gap is controlled through that option. So earlier we have also seen on the edge flange also. So if you control this gap here, you say like 0.2 mm. So that gap you can measure from here. So if you see, if you clear all things, okay. So just click one line. What is this star and offset? Okay. So by default, what is happening? This sketch is performing MitreFlenge on the whole edge because we are selecting the whole edge. We are not giving any kind of offset or um, um, sketch trimming, you can say. So from that offset, you can control from here. Like this distance is actually controlling from 2 point of this line. So if you give some distance here, like 10 mm, so our meter flange will start from 10 mm distance. We can give like suppose if given 50, and from end it is you have given like 50. So it is starting from the end from the both sides. It is starting at the 50 distance. So if you select multiple edges also, so what is happening for when you selected connected edges? So this distance is not so what is happening actually, uh, this is what is actually performing. So whatever the edges you have selected over the whole region here, so this is the starting point. Okay, so from the starting point, this is our starting meter plan. So from starting point it is offsetting 50 mm, and after the contour ended, contour is ending here for this hole. So after the contour ended, so this side also 50 mm. So this is how it is work. If you give 0 here, so what will happen? It will end from the this point. And if you give 0 also here, so it will give you complete profile. So this is how our emitter flange works. So you can create any kind of geometry like this and perform multiple edge flange at a single time. So you can give any kind of color here. Okay. So this is how our can say what you can say meter flange works. Okay. So